So, you want to play Dungeons and Dragons, huh? Well, if that's the case, there's a good chance you came from my last video, or like, wow, thanks HRMPUG, I've bought my insert rulebook here, and now I really want to start playing. But first, I need to make a character. Unless you bought the starter set and you're just using the pre-made characters, in which case, just skip to the next video. Actually, as a new player, it might be a good idea to just make a pre-made character, but whatever, I'm making this video anyway. Well, in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to make a character. So, roll intro. We are filling in our Dungeons and Dragons character sheet today. I'm going to be making a human fighter. I recommend all new players, if you're not using a pre-made, make a human fighter, because it's easiest to play, in my opinion, easiest to make. Now, let's begin. So what you're going to do, then, is you're going to want to first, there's a lot of different ways you could do it, but first I like to roll for stats. Before we do that, why don't we name our character? Here we go. Steve, there we go, and we'll just write in Fighter 1, because this is a level 1 character, and race human. There we go. So now we're going to want to roll for stats. So there's a lot of ways you can get stats. There's point by, 3d6, 46, plenty of ways you can, base stats, plenty of ways you can get stats. Ask your DM first, but I'm going to do 46, rolling for stats. Okay, so the way you roll for stats, sorry about the shaky cam, is first you gotta just get your 46, you roll, and take the 3 highest numbers. That was a pretty bad roll, so that's 4, 4, and 2. Add them together, so that would be math 10. Then you do that another 5 times until you have 6 numbers. Okay, so I've rolled my stats. They're not the greatest, not gonna lie. Most DMs will let you re-roll, like your entire set, but for the sake of just keeping this video short, I won't do that. Now, it says in the human's traits, we can get that picture back on screen. It says in the human traits that we add +1 to all of our stats. So, for my stats, I rolled a 10, a 9, a 14, a 15, a 12, and 11. But since the human trait is each of them increased by 1, that means I have 11, a 10, a 15, a 16, a 13, and a 12. Okay, now you want to put them, you can put them in any order, but you want to put them into what you're good at. So 16, I'm a fighter, so I'm going to be good at strength. And then dexterity. Okay, now it's time to figure out your modifiers. The way you do modifiers is with a handy dandy little table found somewhere in either your copy of the Essentials Kit or the base handbook. There we go, I've got a picture of it right there. And the way you're going to want to use it is like so. Okay, so once you've got all them up, you're going to be done with that portion. And now we're going to quickly work out his age. He's going to be 69 years old. He's going to have blue eyes. They'll be, I'll say 5'4", skin, tan, and weight, so like 160 pounds. hair, or wand. It doesn't really matter for me, but you might want to focus on however you want. After all, he is your character. Okay, okay, so now it says this walking speed for a human is 30 feet. And there we go, languages. Last part here, what am I doing? Okay, he has common and one other language, and for simplicity's sake, I'm going to say that language is English. Let's just say English. Okay, so we've already done with that. Human, normally filling in the race part takes a fair chunk of time, but since we're just playing human, it doesn't take that long. So now we're going to turn to page 70, the fighter. Now we have our handy dandy little leveling table. I may do a video later on leveling up the character, so stay tuned for that. And we're going to figure out, first thing we're going to do though is we're going to figure out hit points and proficiencies. Okay, so it says that for fighter's hit points, it is 10 plus your constitution modifier, therefore meaning my hit point maximum would be 11, because my constitution modifier, your modifier for anything, is a plus or minus. And for me, just plus, because I haven't gotten below 10 in anything. Okay, so therefore, that's that. Proficiencies. So, I'll just write this below here. All armor, that means he's good when using all armor. Shields, he's good when using shields too. Simple weapons, martial weapons, he's good at those. He's good at no tools. Then I will say saving throws. For me, that says strength and constitution. For all fighters, it will say strength and constitution. So you just want to fill in these little bubble things here. I don't know if I said earlier, but I'll put a link in the description for character sheets for you to print out. Because I don't recommend doing it like this because you have to print them, and you can press download, but they won't download it. You will lose your entire character. So don't do it like this unless you are going to print them. Just write it out. I'll quickly just write in my play name because I might as well. Why not? PG. Okay. Now, let's flip to the next place. Aha. So we have a few more things. So the final proficiency will be skill proficiency. It was on the next page for me. And that says choose 2 skills from acrobatics, animal handling, athletics, history, insight, intimidation, perception, and survival. And that's basically like, you should probably, unless you're like 5, you should probably know what these all mean. And I'm going to say I'm good at athletics, and I will also be good at intimidation. Okay, cool. This won't really make any sense. Just circle the things you want to be good at. I'll probably describe this in a video I make about skill checks sometime. Anyway, next thing we're going to want to do is equipment. I've already taken a picture of that now, so I don't need to take another one. Equipment. I can have a chainmail or leather armor and a longbow. I'm going to say, this guy seems like a pretty bulky guy, so I'm going to say he has chainmail. And you're going to want to write this in the equipment section. For the weapons, write that in the equipment section too. We'll fill in this table in a bit. Martial weapon is C, shield, or 2 martial weapons. He is going to have a longsword as his martial weapon. And due to his aforementioned bulkiness, he'll have a shield instead of 2 martial weapons. I don't recommend doing any of this. Or I might, I don't know, it's not necessarily a bad thing. But it's not necessarily a good thing either, so just do whatever you want. You don't have to do this. I recommend playing a human fighter. Do I recommend doing this? Not necessarily, no. Anyway, a light crossbow and 20 belts or 2 hand axes. He seems like a, well, I'll say crossbow. He's already got some decent melee. One thing I like to do is just, when I'm talking about ammo in my equipment, is just leave some space so I can just check off, like tally tally every time I fire a bolt, so I know when I've run out. You don't have to do that. I recommend it. And a Dungeoneer's pack or Explorer's pack. I'm going to say Explorer's pack. And now I will list what is in the Explorer pack. Bedroll, mess kit, there we go. Okay, we are done with this part. We are whizzing through this. Okay. Next, weapons. Let's write in our weapons. So, I have got a longsword and a crossbow. I'm sorry if you keep hearing banging. My table is a little bit uneven, so every time I type, my keyboard and mouse keep bashing up and down against the table. So I apologize for that if you can hear it. Attack bonus. Jesus Christ, if you can't hear that, I swear to God. Okay, longsword. If I flip over to my handy dandy weapons page, it is 1d6 slashing, and it is versatile. It is not finesse, therefore, I'll give a quick rundown on all the different things. Ammunition means it uses ammo, range, and then the two little numbers is if you're shooting in between those numbers, which are measurements of feet, you have disadvantage on your saving throw. Two-handed just means you use two hands. Heavy means heavy. Reach means I think it goes 10 feet instead of 5 feet as a melee weapon. Finesse means you use your dexterity modifier instead of your strength modifier for a melee weapon. All ranged weapons use dexterity modifier. And versatile means if you use two hands with it, you deal more damage. So longsword, attack bonus, since it is not finesse, it will just be strength modifier, and I have proficiency in it. And I should probably have filled that in earlier, but all first level characters' proficiency bonus will be a +2. That's what you add when you're good at something. So seeing as I am proficient in all martial weapons, a longsword included, the way you do that is your strength modifier plus your proficiency bonus, which is +5. Not +5. Okay, there we go. Damage type. That is 1d8. And for damage, the dice it tells you to roll, plus your modifier, which is +3. So +3. What type of damage is it? Slashing. I will quickly write down here. Long sword. Versatile. 1d10. I really apologize if that stupid keyboard's ear-raping. I'll try and move it. Okay, that makes it a little bit better. I think, maybe. I don't know. Hopefully. Anyway, to continue on. Crossbow. That is I have proficiency, and it's dexterity modifier, therefore +4. And then a light crossbow. Is it a light crossbow? I'm going to double check. I probably should write that down. Write that down. Yes, it's a light crossbow. I apologize if I have confused you, because you like copying down my character word for word or something. I apologize. Light crossbow, +4 damage. And it does 1d8. Okay. Equals to light crossbow, ammunition. Wait, no, not R. Not R. Okay, I thought I misspelled. Range. Oh my god, that's so loud. Please tell me you didn't hear that. 80/320. Not 3. Loading. 200. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to figure out armor class. So I will flip real quick to the armor page. And the way you figure out armor class is dependent on your armor. I'm wearing chainmail armor. Oh, some armors are like a number that lists, plus your dexterity modifier is your armor class. Excuse me. But the chainmail is 16 armor class. However, shield gives you +2 to that, so that's 18 armor class. Okay. Initiative bonus is just +2, by the way. It's your dexterity modifier. Okay. Now, on to features and traits. I apologize, that took a little while. However, features and traits for fighters are pretty sparse at first level, so it shouldn't take very long. So as you can see on the picture I took of the level system, the first level. At first level, you get fighting style and second wind. And I will take pictures of them. Fighting style, I get a choice between myriad of abilities. I can choose one. And then second wind, I get some abilities as well. And I will quickly fill these in very quickly. We'll choose defense. Okay, I am back. Now, we are almost complete. We have almost completed this character. You may have noticed I added 1 to my armor class because of my fighting style, which is defense. Did I take a picture of fighting style? Yes, I did. Now, to tie up loose ends, we will fill in some things. Okay, firstly, alignment. This guy is going to be, maybe look up Matt Colville's video on alignment. I'll put link in the description. But I'm gonna say this guy is awful good. Okay, background. Background kind of matters, not greatly, but before I do background, I'll quickly write his backstory. Okay, here we go, epic backstory. Once upon a time, Steve wanted the land and he found a berry. The berry made him rich. And due to him being rich, I will say he is most likely of the noble background. So I will quickly turn to the page for the noble background. Noble, here we go. That's a bit of an awkward position. You can see a bit of the hermit there. But here we go, noble. As a noble, I get skill proficiencies in history and persuasion. I also get 2 proficiencies. 1 type of gaming set, which is basically like gambling set, so I'm going to say cards. We get another language. Let's just say for some... Did I say English? I apologize for that. I meant Elvish. English is basically just common. Well, it is common. So yeah. Where was I? Elvish and Dwarvish, because I get it. Jesus. Another language. And equipment. I get some more equipment. A set of fine, yes, very fine clothes. A signet ring. Scroll of pedigree. a purse containing 25 GP. GP stands for gold pieces. You can just write it in here. That's what you're meant to write it in. And yes, we're basically done. I'll just quickly write noble. I'll fill in this. Obviously, you probably want to be a bit more expensive in your personality traits, ideals, bonds, and flaws. But you know, this doesn't really matter. I'm not going to end up using this character, so it doesn't really matter for me. But you know, and we are pretty much done. So yeah, thanks for watching. Part 3 is probably going to be on combat. It will be coming soon. So see you then.